Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Tam High Swimming Pool. Our second meet of the season. We could not be more excited to be back here with you on Tam TV. I was remiss last week. I don't believe I actually thanked the Tam High boosters. So we wouldn't be here doing Tam TV without the boosters. So thank you from all of us to the boosters for making this possible. And that really means to all of you parents who have contributed as well. I'd like to read you the roster. I'm going to take a pause here to listen to the starter, though. You see, this is live television. The San Rafael High roster, our visiting team: Cooper Burdick, Daniel Caballero, Jack Carey, Derek Daly, Santiago Jimenez, Andres Martinez, Finn O'Neill, Andrew Fizzackerly, Ruben Roth, Finn Siri, Nico Slebu, Sebastian Smith, and Diego Tolliver for the men. We have Amelie Alvarez, Amelie Benicio, Ella Brait, Paige Busey, Reet Boutar, Chicky Diaz, the entire Tam High swim team doing a cheer. Let's take a break for that. Oh, and you blink and you miss it. Continuing on with the San Rafael High roster for the women: Ellie Diaz, Estelle Engels-Skirken, Maya Godfrey, Nicole Gregory, Lizette Gutierrez Dueñez, Elizabeth Kaczynska, Yasmin Lofstrom, Yolanda Lopez, Christina Murdick, Alisa Navati, Sarah Pledger, Emma Wetmore, Sarah Williams, Lesvia Munoz, and Nady Mendoza. And the San Rafael High swim team is coached by Joe Doyle. We have significantly more names than that for the Tam High men and women. We're going to start with the men or the women? Oh, that was a San Rafael High cheer. We'll go to the roster for the Tam High men's team. Avery Fishbach, Sean Bigelow, Josh Goldstein, Fred Goldstein, Luther Fong, Cole Stanford, Luke Fiegel, Ty Fong, Noah Erickson, Miles Cherry, Tyler Kunkel, Max Frank, Jackson Stewart, Owen Bordage, Lucien Roos. Continuing on: Jackson Buck, Jack Spence, Bryce Mason, Sebastian Vaughn, Stephen Terry, Cameron Crowley, Trevor Allen, Charlie Peters, Adrian McCory, Ethan Akram, Cameron Jacobs, Callum McLean, Gino McDonald, William Sullivan, and Oliver Lucchese and Oliver Picketts. Again, that is the Tam High men, coached by Coach Ken Webster. And Coach Candace Murphy has a slightly larger roster. We'll see if we can get through it before we're ready to go here. The women's roster for Tam High School: Maddie Benarat, Erin Bigelow, Abigail and Sophia Brooks, Jessica Bukowski, Paula Castillo, Ariana Chistas, Kira Connolly, Amelia Damson, Avery Emerson, Catherine Evans, Chloe Firmage, Cameron Ford, Paulina Goroskaya. Paulina, I'm going to have to find you so you can help me with that last name. Lori Gonzalez, Scarlett Grava, Phoebe Greathouse, Sana Green, Sophia Hamner, Sophia Harkins, Anna Harrell, Sophia Hatfield, Lily Hottenstein, Gabriella Jacobs, Freya Jansen, Lucille Johnson. Lucille's on leave from the team for a few weeks and will be back before the season's over. Emma Korolev, Liza Lachter, Nina Lawson, Maya Layden, Ava Livesey, Abigail Marciniak, Grania May, Mia Maisel, Cece Mead. We are getting ready for the relay, the medley relay, I believe. We may make the roster. Let's see if I can do it. Maul, Moore, Octavio, Pashman, Plant, Ramirez, Roos, Roots, Smith. That's Annabelle Smith, Talia Smith, Kitty Stauffer, Skylar Stewart, Kylie Tokarski, Lauren Terry, Isabel and Madeline Olhorn Thornton, Nikki Wallen, and Grace Whitty. Whew, we did it. Okay, rosters. And on this March 31st at approximately 82 degrees, this meet will be underway. I think they say swimmers in the water. We are beginning with the medley relay. And they're off. Not bad. Just before 10 minutes after 4, a much more punctual start for our second outing. In the water now for San Rafael High School in the 200 medley relay. In lane 3, we have Chicky, Paige, Sarah P., and Nicole. And for Tam High School, Nina Lawson, Izzy Olhorn Thornton, Kitty Stauffer, and Abby Mall make up the A team. That's lane 5. And swimming in lane 6, Jessica Bukowski, Chloe Firmage, Sophia Brooks, and Sophia Harkins. Again, that's the B team swimming in lane 6. This is the women's medley relay. So it's a 200 medley relay, which means 8 laps total. Each swimmer swims 2 laps. The race begins with backstroke. We're in the breaststroke leg now, lane 5 in the lead. That's the Tam High A team. After breaststroke, the fly. And then the anchor leg, or the 4th and final leg, is the freestyle. Kitty Stauffer is swimming for the A team right now in lane 5. That's Tam High's A team. Sophia Brooks doing the fly for Tam's B team. And I believe for San Rafael High, hard for me to say from the roster that I have which swimmer is swimming which stroke. And we are on the final leg of this race right now. Lanes 4 and 5 neck and neck. It looks like Tam actually has San Rafael High has a B team as well. My apologies. So they're occupying lanes 3 and 4. The swimmers in lane, we also had Ellie, Ella, Estelle, and Sarah. I believe that was the lane 4 A team, and the lane B team is in lane 3. Tam High's A team finishes in 1:58.39. That's lane 5. Abby Mall swam the anchor leg of freestyle, and Sophia Harkins swam the freestyle on Tam's B team. Second place was the San Rafael High team at just under 2 minutes, 1:59.29. Great races. Moving on to the men's 200 medley relay. For San Rafael High, we're still assembling behind the blocks. Relays sometimes present confusion, certainly also because we never know exactly who's going to show up for the meet. The best laid plans in the water, beginning with the backstroke. San Rafael High running 2 lanes, lanes 3 and 4. In lane 3, Andrew, Ruben, Diego, and Derek. And they're off. And for San Rafael High in lane 4, Sebastian, Andreas, Finn, O, and Cooper. For Tamalpais High School, I think Nikki Glenn doing the backstroke. Checking my notes now. He's going to be done before I can confirm it so fast. Actually, yeah, that is Nikki Glenn that just finished the backstroke leg in lane 5. We had Mare in the water as well as Callum. Now, Tyler, Owen, and Bryce, according to my notes, for the breaststroke leg. Butterfly is next. It looks like our San Rafael High swimmer in lane 4 doing his best to ignore the fact that the goggles have come off. Swimming is all about mental toughness. Wow, that's a big butterfly we got going. Those 2 Tam High swimmers neck and neck. I believe that's Jackson Stewart and Luther Fong that just finished the fly for Tam High. and Charlie in lane 7. The freestyle anchor leg going Avery Fishbach and Fred Goldstein in lanes 5 and 6 for Tam. San Rafael High in lanes 3 and 4. Their A team in lane 4. He's making the turn to finish up the anchor leg of the freestyle now. And their second team also in progress as well. Tam High A team finishes in lane 4 with a, my apologies, San Rafael High finishes in lane 4 with a 1:44.24. Tam High in lane 5 with a 1:46.04 in second place. Excellent race. You're going to get a replay. Good thing, because I was talking to you about the other lanes when that race finished. They're not going to get a replay, but the next race they will. This, turns out we're warming up that replay button, so you will get it next time. Event number 3 now, the women's 200 freestyle. So no more teammates. This time the women get in, they swim 8 laps of freestyle on their own. San Rafael High has one swimmer in lane 4. Her name is Estelle. I don't have last names on the heat sheet. For Tam High, we're in, Tam High's in lanes 5 through 8. In the water, heat 1, as I said, in lane 4 for San Rafael High, Estelle. In lane 5, swimming for Tamalpais High School, Alicia Root. Swimming in lane 6, Abby Brooks. Eleanor Octavio in lane 7, and Paula Castillo is swimming in lane 8. So this is 2 laps into an 8-lap event. Pacing, discipline, precise turns, all part of a race that is 8 laps long. Oh, mental toughness, there's that. I would need oxygen, I think, to do an 8-lap race, but that's just me. Alicia Root off to a strong start. So where I'm sitting, I'm at the deep end of the pool at what is lane 10. Lanes 9 and 10 are not occupied. The opposite end of the pool from me, the camera is looking away at lanes 10, 9, 8, etc. So when I say someone's swimming in lane 1, they are all the way at the top of the television screen. Actually, I take that back. Probably it's your computer screen in the age of internet TV. So lane 1 will be the farthest away, and we work our way down. And the 2 fastest swimmers in an event are seated in the middle. So San Rafael High usually will have their fastest swimmer in lane 4, and Tam High will have their fastest swimmer in lane 5 as we wrap up this race. And lane 5, Alicia Root, 2:02.98. First place. Second place, lane 4, San Rafael High, 2:05.32. Estelle. Estelle Engelskirchen. And we have a second heat of the women's 200 free coming up. So we mentioned this last week. For those of you that weren't joining us, however, one of the COVID safety rules that's been added to our swim meets is this lovely lap of synchronized swimming that you're seeing in front of you. The swimmers put their masks in a baggie under the blocks, and then when they finish their race, they gather their mask and they artfully swim it out of the water across the pool, which we are witnessing. Event number 3 is still the women's 200 freestyle. We're going to be starting heat 2. That's a full slate of TAM swimmers in the water now, beginning with heat 1, which will be at the top of your screen, Amelia Damson. In heat 2, Maddie Olhorn Thornton. Swimming in heat 3 for Tam High, Sophia Hatfield. Lori Gonzalez is in heat 4. In heat 5, Cece Mead. In lane 5, Cece Mead. Lane 6 is Phoebe Greathouse, and Liza Lachter is in lane 7. March 31st, probably 80 degrees in the parking lot. We are fortunate in the deep end to be in the shade already. Somehow the timing crew and coaches, as well as the computer desk crew, all have tents over their head. And the camera crew, no. So we're super happy about the shade. Coming to you again with an all-female crew, like last week. A little bit different personnel this time, however. I think I failed to introduce myself. My name is Stephanie Plant. I am your announcer. I am with Julie Maroka. She's our director. It is a high-tech operation we have here. And on the second camera, or rather, let's call it the first camera, Jennifer McGee, also known as the queen of the Tam High boosters, yes? We can thank Jennifer for our new hats, which I'm sure you'll see at some point. Coming up on the finish here, lane 4, Tam High School's Lori Gonzalez with a touch. Lori finishes with a 2:13. Judging by Coach Candace's reaction, I'd say that's a very good time for Lori. And Lori's smile, that's fun to see. That may be one of the most rewarding things in being back out here on the pool deck, is seeing the kids smiling. And frankly, seeing them together and cheering each other on. Once again, just what you want to do after swimming 8 laps is swim a 9th and go all the way around, all the way back to the other end of the pool. You see all the coaches to my left, all of the volunteer parents helping us out. Coach Candace, Coach Bob, men's water polo coach, cannot stay away from the pool deck for 5 seconds. Doesn't matter if it's his sport or not. We love having his experience and expertise out here. Our next event is the men's 200 free. event number 4. Brian Thornton, the meets starter. In the water now. Swimming the men's 200 free in Heat 1 for San Rafael High School. Swimmer's name is Santiago. For Tamalpais High School, Cole Sanford in lane 5. Luther Fong swimming in lane 6, and Sean Bigelow in lane 7. As a reminder, each team is given 3 swimmers in scoring position. So lanes 5, 6, and 7 are in scoring position, but only in the first heat in each event. So Tamalpais High School has lanes 5, 6, 7, and 8 throughout the meet. San Rafael High has lanes 1 through 4. So the only opportunity to score comes in Heat 1, and the coach really has to be able to judge his or her personnel to know who may be best able to win a race. And if you have a swimmer from a different heat or a different lane that you didn't name in scoring position that has the best time, they don't score the points. So there's definitely some chess playing here with the lineup. Frankly, it's a little bit like a baseball game lineup. Cole Sanford and Luther Fong just about an elbow's length apart here in this race. Although every time you see a turn, you can see where time can be made up or lost. And different swimmers have different skills, but they're coming into the finish now in lanes 5 and 6, and lane 5. Cole Sanford, first place, 158.19. Second place in lane 6, a 159.50. Looks like a happy swimmer there. Fists in the air. Third place for Tam High, 208.98. Sean Bigelow, and San Rafael finishes in 4th in that race. Nice swim, gentlemen. We have very different styles here between the way the women swim across the pool and the way the men do it. Oh, we have a replay for you. Just there was you just saw that finish. We will try to bring you the replays as we go forward so you can see those finishes each time. Just in case I call it wrong, you can check me. Arguably one of the most difficult races coming up now, individual races. Event number 5, the 200 IM. This is the first heat of the women's 200 IM. A lot of times we don't have 2 heats. Today is no different. So the 200 IM is a chance for the swimmer to swim all 4 strokes, 2 laps of each one. Swimming for Tamalpais High School in lane 5, Izzy Olhorn Thornton. In lane 6, Nina Lawson. Sophia Hamner is in lane 7. And Sky Stewart is in lane 8. San Rafael High School has one swimmer, I believe. Sarah P. swimming in lane 4. So you saw the butterfly 50. It's called a 50 because each lap is 25 yards. So 2 laps is 50 yards. This is the backstroke leg now. They're finishing up. Izzy Olhorn Thornton in the lead right now, and kind of in descending order, the Tam High swimmers go from there. Lane 5 in the lead, then 6, 7, 8. However, the truth seems to come out in the breaststroke lap. If you're a breaststroker, sometimes you have quite the advantage in this event. Breaststroke is sort of all or nothing. Either you're good at it or you're bad at it. Sometimes it's hard to be okay at it. And Izzy Olhorn Thornton is sort of above good at it. She's fantastic at it. At the Novato meet a few weeks ago, she raced with the boys and just missed actually scoring in 3rd place. You see how she's built a lead here now in the breaststroke leg. And that's it. She touches, and the anchor final leg is the 50 free. And they go in order, lane 6, 7, and then 8. Our San Rafael High swimmer keeping good pace there, doing the breaststroke, heading into her final 50 as well. I don't know what Izzy's time is, but this pace, I'm sure, is extremely commendable and making Coach Candace happy. And here she comes, lane 5. 2 minutes and 22 seconds. First place, Izzy Olhorn Thornton, touching second, Nina Lawson at 2:30.94. And in 3rd place, Sophia Hamner, 2:32. Sky Stewart at 2:35. And we have a swimmer in the water. We want to keep our enthusiasm up for her. Finishing in lane 4 for San Rafael High School. Sarah just finishes. Great swim, everybody. That is a lot of work. The men's 200 individual medley, or IM, next. And I just heard Coach Candace say that's the best time for Isabel, better known as Izzy Olhorn Thornton. That was a 2:22, I believe. Very well done. In the water now, the men's 200 IM in lane 4 for San Rafael High School, Andreas. Swimming for Tam High School, Max Frank, Luke Fiegel, Justin Wong, and maybe Sean Bigelow again. You know, I actually brought some binoculars, haha, this time, because those caps are really hard to read. The individual medley is a butterfly, backstroke, breaststroke, freestyle. When they do it in a relay, they start with the backstroke so they can start in the water and do so that they can then do the dive on the second leg. Luke Fiegel is in lane 7, so Max Frank is in lane 6. And our swimmer in lane 5 is lapping everyone. That must be Justin Wong. I don't know. They're a little bit out of order on my list. That is Justin Wong in lane 5. I believe Justin Wong is headed to college for swimming. And here he goes with the freestyle. UC Santa Barbara to swim. And how about that? 1:59.08. So under 2 minutes for an individual medley. That is sensational. No wonder UC Santa Barbara tapped him to come swim there. Congratulations to Justin Wong. Touching next, second place, Tam High School at 2:20. Max Frank, very respectable. Lest you think that's not a really, really good time, just know that Justin Wong is really fast. And in third place at 2:21.89 in lane 7 for Tamalpais High School, Luther Fong. Sean Bigelow also finishing in 4th, and the San Rafael High swimmer, Andreas, finished in 5th. He's retrieving his mask now, swimming back. Really nice race. I'll have more college news for you a little later in the meet. We don't have a tremendous number of swimmers heading off to college for swimming, but we do have a lot of seniors who have made decisions about where they're headed, which is a super exciting thing. 50 freestyle. Oh, I take it back. Second heat of the men's 200 IM coming up next. Three Tam High swimmers. And in the water now, that is Tai Fong swimming the fly in lane 5. Just coming up in lane 6. I'm working to read the name. Whew, even with binoculars, I can't read the cap. I just have to sort of give a global apology to the parents of these swimmers for whom I can't quite make out their names. We don't have to seed all the meets, so I don't have all the names. Tyler Kunkel in lane 6. And that black cap in lane 7 doesn't have a name on it, so we have a young Tam gentleman in lane 7. The breaststroke leg, again, sometimes makes or breaks the race. We'll be moving on to the 50 freestyle, where you have the best chance of seeing your child swim, because probably 80 to 90% of our swimmers swim that event. That is just 2 laps of freestyle. If you're fast, you're sprinting that one. Everybody likes that race. If you blink, you miss it, because it takes about 30 seconds or less, mostly less. Again, so a team may have 25 swimmers swimming the 50 freestyle. Only 3 of them can score for each team. And that last flip turn, as we finish up here, the last 50 of this 200 IM race. Looks like we have lane 6 about to touch. As I said, Tyler Kunkel, to the best of my knowledge, at a 2:16.7 and Tai Fong at 2:19.91. One more TAM swimmer about to finish. Whew, tough race. Really, really nice swimming, everyone. We have 2 timers at every lane. Those 2 times get compared, put into the system. They go through, it's called the Colorado desk over there. And then that's what the time goes up onto the scoreboard. All right, 50 free, here we go. Fasten your seatbelt, this goes fast. Heat 1, women's 50 free, event number 7. Full house. In Heat 1, Lane 1, my friend Emma Wetmore from San Rafael High. Heat 1, Lane 2, Amelie B. Heat 1, Lane 3, Ellie. And Heat 1, Lane 4, Sarah W. All San Rafael High swimmers. For Tam High, Lane 5, Abby Mall with a slight lead. Chloe Firmage in 6, Lily Pashman in 7, and Erin Bigelow in Lane 8. I can't really take my time. And the touch, Abby Mall, 26-25. I happen to know or be pretty sure that's a best time. Fantastic. Second place, Lane 4 for San Rafael High School, 26-9. And rounding it out, third place, Tam High's Lane 7, 27-40, Lily Pashman. And there's the touch one more time. Very close, Abby Mall in Lane 5 and San Rafael High in Lane 4. That was Sarah W. for San Rafael High. Really nice race. 2 girls sub 27. Fantastic. Take a look at that scoreboard. You can see Lane 5 is on the top right, and the one next to it is the first place, and the time, 26-25. And then if you go down to the bottom left of the scoreboard, swimming in Lane 4, second place at 26.93. That's the San Rafael High swimmer. And all the other times are there too. Really great. And another full house. San Rafael High in Lane 1. Elisa in Lane 2. Reet Chicky is in Lane 3. And Yasmin is in Lane 4. For Tam, Talia Smith in 5. Grace Whitty in 6. Anna Plant in Lane 7. I know that young lady. And Cam Ford in Lane 8. They're all kind of clumped together there. Lanes 5, 6, 7, and 8 for Tam High. Whew. Lane 6, 28.53 for first. Lane 5, 28.57, close for second. 28.62 at a 28.7. Boy, like I said, they're all close. Nice times, everybody. Kind of amazing that those little stopwatches can capture the 10th and the 100th of a second. There's that finish again, all 4 of them just right at the same, practically the same time. To the naked eye, it's the same time. But to the swimmer, you don't just say, oh yeah, I got a 28. It matters that it was a 28.5 or 6 or 7. Matters even more if you drop it to a 27. Heat 3 coming up of the women's 50 freestyle. I love to see all the blocks full. And in the water, starting with lane 1 for San Rafael High, which is the farthest lane from where I'm sitting, so the top of your screen, Lizette. And again, continuing on for San Rafael High, lane 2, Amelie A. In lane 3, Liza. And in lane 4, Christina M. For Tam High, Abigail Marciniak is in 5. In the lead in lane 6, Anna Harrell, Mariel Moore in 7, and Annabelle Smith in 8. And they're about to touch. Looks like Anna Harrell wins it with a 28.55. Coming in second, 29.15, Abigail Marciniak. And third place, 29.5 to Annabelle Smith. And you're going to see that finish just now again, because Julie, my fabulous director, is running a replay for you. We actually have 3 more heats of the 50 free. That's so great. Like I said, very popular event. This is where you'll see the most personnel on a swim team, I'd say. Everybody comes out for the 50 free. In this next event, San Rafael High only has 2 swimmers this time. Looks like we might be adding a swimmer. Maybe somebody wants to do an exhibition from Tam High. Swimmers in the water, heat 4. For San Rafael High School in lane 3, let's see. I'm reading from a graph here. You have to bear with me. Heat 4, lane 3, Lesvia. And in heat 4, lane 4, Astrid. And I got to hurry up. Nadine Roos in 5, Kylie Tatarski in 6, Katie Evans in 7, and Ariana Chitsaz in 8. I barely got that done. First place, 29.14, lane 5, Nadine Roos. In second, Katie Evans. And in third, Kylie Tatarski. You can see their times up there on the scoreboard, 29s and 30s for Tam High. San Rafael High swimmers up there too. Looks like we might be combining a few heats here. It's always so fun when they do that on the fly. And I'm left to figure out who's in what lane. I'm gonna have to ask for a spotter. Okay. So what we looks like Derek, Sebastian, and Santiago will be swimming in the water next. So Nikki Glenn in lane 5 is a junior. Mare Gatner in 6 is a sophomore. Noah Erickson is a senior. Oh, and we have a swimmer in lane 8 also who I don't have his name. This should be a very fast race. Very fast. I haven't seen Nikki Glenn and Mare race together in a long time. They used to be on the Strawberry Seals together, but not for years. Don't blink, I mean it. It's only been 16 seconds. Mare seems to have about a half a body, maybe a little less. Wow! Wow! Mare Gatner finishes first with a 21:51. Nikki Glenn 22:09 in second, and in third place also for Tam High 23:51. Jeez, Noah Erickson equally fast. Those boys are fast. 21:51. As I said, he's only a sophomore. That is a really beautiful swim. Congratulations, gentlemen. In the water now, heat 2 of the men's 50 free. And, you know, just because those men in scoring position last race were fast, super fast, doesn't mean that the rest of these men aren't also going to be fast. San Rafael High in heat 2 has Daniel, Finn, and Ruben. And for Tam High, unfortunately, I don't have these heats seated. But we have a first place there in lane 8, 24:09. I'm hearing that's a best time for Freddie Goldstein. I'm not sure which lane he was in. 25:40 is a second place finish. Lane 6, and in third place at 26:08. Again, all very fast and respectable times. San Rafael High turning in some nice times too. Fun to be back in competition. We are waiting on the third heat of the men's 50 free. There are five TAM swimmers. I sound really. Here we go. Okay, looks like we've got late arrivals all over the place. Everybody trying for an exhibition time. Okay, after a little back and forth, we have 7 of 8 lanes filled with TAM men's swimmers, all doing the 50 free. Lane 2 is open. Lane 1, again, as I said, is at the top of your screen, farthest away from where our camera is positioned. We're going to watch for the touch right here. Ooh, lane 8 may have gotten it. Oh, that was a guess on my part. Look at that. So lane 6 finishes with a 26.06, lane 8 a 26.13. Close. And in third place in that heat, we have a 26.16. Like I said, swimming is a sport of tenths and 100ths of a second. And sometimes you swim and train for months, and then your effort is rewarded with a few tenths of a second in time drop. And that's a win. Okay, according to Coach Ken, Bryce in lane 6 just got a best time with that first place, 26.06. Congratulations, Bryce. Okay, that wraps up the 50 free. With the oh, I was wrong. One more. In lane 7, doing a solo, which isn't that fun, I don't think, for anyone when you're in high school. Too bad we didn't get this swimmer into lane 2 in the last heat, but got some other of his teammates cheering him on down there. He's going to get a time, get this 50 free done. Just like that. 26, nearly 26 flat. I'm going to say Cameron Jacobs. So apparently Coach Ken agrees with me. It would have been nice if you got in lane 2. I won't make a habit of repeating everything Coach Ken says, but I'm cracking up the crew here, though. We gotta laugh, you know. These poor women are just listening to me drone on and on and on and on. So we gotta have a few laughs. Girls 100 fly, another event that is really hard. We had 2 swimmers slated for San Rafael High, but I want to say it looks like that's almost all Tam High swimmers out there. I've got, for Tamalpais High School, I'm going to read you what I know. Seated in lane 5, Abby Mall, Lily Pashman in lane 6, Sophia Hamner in lane 7, and Sky Stewart swimming in lane 8. In lane 4, wearing the red cap for San Rafael High, Paige. And swimming in lane 5, I have Ella listed. So 2 San Rafael High swimmers there at the top of your screen. Actually, so it looks like lane 3 is also occupied by a Tam High swimmer. And frankly, I think we only have the one San Rafael High swimmer in lane 4. And it looks like the Tam swimmer might be in lane 3. It's not that far away, but the depth perception gets a little bit off, even just from 6-8 lanes away. So first place with a 106.76, Abby Mall, and right behind her at 107.30, Lily Pashman, and placing third for Tam High with a 110 in lane 7, Sophia Hamner. Well known as the goalie for the Tam High water polo team as well. Headed off to UC Berkeley in the fall. We'll do our best to let you take a look at the scoreboard so you can, we'll do our best to let you take a look at the scoreboard at home so you can see the results. I know some parents like to keep track on behalf of their swimmers. Certainly the swimmers like to keep track. And that synchronized swimming COVID lap that everybody's doing that I had to talk about a lot last week is not that exciting. Event number 12, the men's 100 fly.
Long underwaters, Max. Long underwaters.
In lane 2 for San Rafael High, Nico. Swimming in lane 3, Finn O. And Andreas is swimming in lane 4. For Tamalpais High School, Max Frank is in 5, Jackson Stewart in 6, and Justin Wong in 7, I believe. Although it could be the other way around. We also have a swimmer in lane 8. So Justin Wong is in lane 5. He is out ahead. There he is. He takes him half the pool before he comes up. Those underwaters are fast. Then we have, looks like Luther Fong's actually in lane 6. Jackson Stewart in 7. And winning it with a 52.68. So that is Justin Wong, I believe. But I have Max Frank, so I had Max Frank in this race too, so great swims by the men there. 52 for first place, a 58 for second, and a 59 for third place. Yes, confirming Justin Wong, the winner of that race with the 52. I'm going to say that is Max Frank in lane 6, who had the 58.49 second place, and Jackson Stewart finishing in third at just under a minute, which is fantastic. Jackson's a sophomore? Maybe a junior. No, I think Jackson's a sophomore. Coming up next, the women's 100 free. A full slate again in the water. That's heat 1 of the women's 100 freestyle. Event number 13 already on this lovely afternoon for San Rafael High School. Swimming in lane 1, Lizette. Lane 2, Ellie. Swimming in lane 3, Emma Wetmore. And in lane 4, Amelie B. For Tam High School, Abby Mall is in lane 5, Lily Pashman in 6. Swimming in lane 7, Sophia Hamner, and Sky Stewart is in lane 8. So the 100 free is 4 laps. It looks like we have Abby Mall in the lead with Lily Pashman on her heels, both for Tam High School. And not to be denied, Sophia Hamner in the race there as well in lane 7. Looks like we're going to have a fight for second and third place. Hamner's coming up right behind Pashman. Abby Mall touches first. Woo! 1, 2, 3, lanes 5, 6, and 7. Wow, 57.8 for Abby Mall. I don't know what she had for breakfast today, but I think she's dropped some time since her last meet. A minute flat for Lily Pashman, and Sophia Hamner finishes it with a 1:01:01. Sounds like a freeway, I know. 57:84. That is a great swim. They don't even look winded to me from here. Some of them really care about whether or not they get their mask wet, and some of them don't, really. It's funny kind of to watch them. We have our second heat of the women's 100 freestyle coming up next. I show one swimmer slated for San Rafael High, and it looks like 3 so far for Tam. In the water now, in lane 4 for San Rafael High School. Her swimmer, her name is Lesvia. Talia Smith was slated in lane 5. She is not here. Swimming in lane 6, Miss Anna Plant makes the turn. In 7 for Tam High, Erin Bigelow. And in lane 8, Liza Lecter. Okay, that's the first half of the race. 2 laps to go. You have to try to save something for the second half of the race. Gets hard. So for Tam, Anna Plant, Erin Bigelow, and Liza Lecter are about to finish. It looks like we're going to see who touches first. Oh, lane 6, 1:03.2, Anna Plant. Lane 7, Erin Bigelow, just after her with a 1:03.57. And in third place, Liza Lecter with a 1:11. And we have a swimmer in the water for San Rafael High. Doing great. Making that last turn, finishing up her 4th lap. Again, a 4-lap race is a tremendous effort. Very tiring. And our San Rafael High swimmer is about to touch. Great swim for Lesvia from San Rafael High. Very nice. Like the 50 free, the 100 free is a pretty popular race. So we still have 2 more heats of women swimmers. You'll see this next heat is also pretty full. 7 or 8 girls. Tam has a large team. I don't know if you heard me reading the roster at the beginning of the meet, but about 50 swimmers, a little over for the women. Significantly less than that for the men, but still a rather large swim team. We're very lucky with great feeder teams in Mill Valley from the Marin Swim League.
That's a 2015 time.
In the water, heat 3, starting at the top of your screen in lane 1 with Cam Ford. For Tamalpais High School in lane 2, Maya Layden. Kylie Tatarski is in lane 3. Annabelle Smith swimming in lane 4. We have Marielle Moore in lane 5. Katie Evans in lane 6. Lauren Terry slated but not present in lane 7. And lastly, Emma Korolev swimming in lane 8. That's the first 50 finished. They make the turn for the second half of the race now. Things change up a little bit when you're down in lane 1, which, as I said, is the top of your screen. The water's shallower. As you come closer to where the camera is, the water gets to be 12 feet deep. It's 7 feet deep in the middle of the pool. So they say the deep water is the fastest. We don't really need 10 lanes for these meets, so we don't run swimmers in lanes 9 and 10, which is also nice because we get to stay dry. Nice race there. Cameron Ford with a 104 finishes first. Second place, 106.7 for Marielle Moore. And finishing in third with a 106.9, Annabelle Smith. Nice swimming, everybody. We had a replay there to show you the finish one more time. It's really fun that we can offer that. It makes quite the sophisticated broadcast, in my humble opinion, to be able to show replays. Never mind broadcasting at all is very sophisticated. It is a great pleasure to be able to share what's going on here with you and to have been out of competition for an entire year. The smiles around the pool deck are really heartwarming. We're grateful for all the parents who volunteer and certainly these swimmers who show dedication to getting in the water 3, 4, sometimes 6 days a week. So we're really happy to be here and bringing this home to you. And the final heat of the women's 100 freestyle in the water right now. In lane 4, Lily Hottenstein. Nikki Wallen is in lane 5, and Maya Maisel is in lane 6. Again, 4 laps. All right, we're coming up on the finish here. Lane 4. Nice job, Lily. So not every finish is, neck and neck, but it's still really fun that we are able to show you those finishes. And the replays. Now we need like a big whoosh replay sound. I'm certainly not going to make that audio myself for you. They don't like me to sing at home. I'm sure nobody wants me to make the whooshing sound either. We're going to move on to the men's 100 free now. Again, fasten your seatbelts. You saw a 21-second 50, so if you can imagine what you're going to see, if someone can swim it in 20 seconds for 2 laps, probably the 4 laps are going to be pretty fast too. Oh, it happens. Every now and then it happens. That's called a false start. No, they call it a false start. Mike, Jennifer McGee wants to know if that's called offsides. That's called, it might be windy over there because he fell. It just happens. I think they're quick twitch muscles or something. That's what they call them. San Rafael High in the water in lanes 1 and 2. Oh, I have the girls in front of me. Bear with me. I better hurry up before they finish. Heat 1, lane 1, Diego. In lane 2, Ruben. Swimming for Tam High, Noah Erickson, Avery Fishbach, and Tai Fong. I think that might be Sean Bigelow without a cap in lane 8. Tai Fong's in lane 7. Is that Noah in 6? So that leaves Avery for lane 5. And they're about to finish. Whew! 50 seconds. First place, 50.2. Second place to Noah Erickson, 51.8. And Tai Fong with a 54. Unbelievable to break a minute, let alone to do it by 10 seconds. And the San Rafael swimmers also nice swims. San Rafael did have 3 swimmers in that event. I want to make sure I get everybody. We had Diego, Ruben, and also Cooper. Nice race, gentlemen. You can. It's okay. No, I mean, it happens. Okay. Why not? So sometimes we go off a little early, as you saw our swimmer in lane 8 did in that last event. It just, that's good. It's positive energy. And there's no penalty. And that is heat 2 of the men's 100 freestyle. Eight full lanes there. It's possible that the swimmer in lane 1 is a San Rafael High swimmer, but without a cap, I can't be sure. 7 of them, though, between lanes 2 and 8 are all from Tam High. So lane 7 wins that race with a 56.4. Second place in lane 3 with a 59. Lots of 59s. Nice race, gentlemen. This is the time in the meet where we move to the 500, which 5 times 4 is 20. So that's a 20-lap race. We'll give swimmers a chance to get set up. We'll be right back. might be the most people I've seen in one 500 free event in a long time. Event number 15 in the water now. Really no rush for me to announce these names for you because, like I said, 20 laps. So this is the women's 500 freestyle. For San Rafael High, in lane 2, Yasmin. In lane 3, Chicky. And in lane 4, Estelle. Swimming for Tamalpais High School in lane 1, Heat 1. Alicia Root is in lane 5. Sophia Brooks, really wanting to own this race, is in lane 6. Paula, actually her sister Abby also really excels at this race. Paula Castillo in lane 7. And Abby Brooks, I don't know if Abby is here today. Oh yeah, Abby in 7. And could that be Abby Mall in lane 8? I don't know who's in lane 8. I'll find out. Okay, let me make sure I have this right for you. Alicia Root for Tamalpais High School is in lane 5. Sophia Brooks is in 6. Abby Brooks, not to want to be too far from her sister, moved into lane 7, and it's Paula Castillo in lane 8. So Abby and Paula switch lanes from my sheet, but they're all in there. It's really great to see the swimmers out cheering on their teammates who are doing this long race. One of the other things that the swimmers do for each other in a race like this is count laps. So you'll see the paddles the girls are holding for each other, and they let them know what lap they've completed. Because counting to 20, it doesn't seem like it would be a lot, but it's a lot when every lap looks about the same. And there's also, I understand, a lot of strategy here. Pacing, discipline. You know, it's a game plan within this one race to build a strategy and build your stamina to keep up a pace that gets you a solid time for 20 laps. I mean, this is a whole different thing than sprinting a 2-lap race. So Sophia Brooks in lane 6 is a senior. Abby Brooks in lane 7 is a junior. They are sisters, which is fun to see. We are well over halfway, it looks like. Not well over, just over halfway. Coming into lap 13, if these girls' counting laps are accurate. All right, and Coach Candace is on the move. She did this last week too. She's super, super into it, and she really motivates them, which warms my heart. Coach Candace is quite an inspiration for these girls. I think that she provides them a lot of not only coaching and swimming knowledge, but a lot of heart, a lot of support. Especially during what's been a tough year, she was able to do what we called swimming camps so that the girls could get out and be in the pool. She made t-shirts. She builds a lot of team spirit. About 5 laps to go. And you hear the bell ringing, that's Brian Thornton, our starter, he rings a bell when the race is nearing the final leg. Oddly, the clock stopped for lane 5. Oh, there it goes again. No, they didn't stop, but sometimes the board stops, but I'm sure the timers are all on top of it. All right, here we go. First place, 5:28.43 to Alicia Root. Second place to the San Rafael High swimmer at 5:44.59. Extremely good, commendable swims there. That is Estelle from San Rafael High. And for Tam High at 5:56, Sophia Brooks breaks the 6-minute barrier. And Abby is working really, really hard to crush that 6-minute barrier too, and she's getting super close. She's at a 6:03 today in 4th place. We have another Tam swimmer touching in lane 8. That's Paula Castillo. And 2 more San Rafael High swimmers in the water, working hard. Here we go. Looks like lane 3's coming in for a finish. And lane 2 coming in behind her. Whew. A lot of swimming. I mentioned that I did a lot of swim meets with Nikki Glenn's dad over the years, and I just happened to look at my watch to see that good old Vern Glenn texted me, ever the professional sportscaster that he is, looking for a story, wanted to know if Justin Wong's 52.68 for the 100 free was a team record. Asked me to confirm it. Then he confirmed it. No, but it must be really, really close. And Vern, I miss you, man. It's kind of hard to talk to yourself as the announcer, you know? Being the announcer and the announcer's partner. Okay, the men's 500 free. And they're off for San Rafael High School. Swimming in lane 3, Nico, and Finn S. is swimming in lane 4. For Tam High School, Luther Fong is in, I'm going to go from the outside, the bottom of your screen up. Luther Fong is in 7. Sean Bigelow, I believe, in 6. And Cole Sanford in the middle of the pool, seated with the fastest time in lane 5. As I said earlier, your faster swimmers usually are seated in lanes 4 and 5 in the middle, and then you seed those swimmers out that are slightly slower out towards the edges. So when you have the fastest time, you earn the benefit of the fastest lane. Theory being that when you're in the middle of the pool, you're not taking on the wake or any drag or movement of the water from other swimmers. While the men are in the water, it's always fun to talk about where our swimmers are going. We have a lot of seniors on the team this year. One of the team moms was kind enough to give me a list of where the seniors have committed. Some of them are still deciding, but let's see. We'll start with the men since the men are in the water. Avery Fishbach and Miles Cherry still deciding. Noah Erickson is going to Santa Rosa JC. Luther Fong, not yet decided. Max Frank is still deciding, but looking at schools in Europe, which is super interesting. Maybe he'll take us all along vicariously. Lucy and Roos still deciding. Charlie Stewart is going to Emory to swim. Congratulations. And as I mentioned earlier, Justin Wong, it will be swimming at UC Santa Barbara. And you saw the times Justin was turning in earlier. Santa Barbara's lucky to be getting Justin. Our women, Sophia Brooks is off to Cal Poly. Congratulations to her. Jessica Bukowski still deciding, and is her teammate Phoebe Greathouse. Sophia Hamner going to UC Berkeley. Sophia Hatfield and Liza Lachter are also still deciding. Abby Mall was recruited to go to UC San Diego to play water polo. They are lucky, again, to be getting Abby. Cece Mead and Talia Smith are yet to be decided. And Sky Stewart is going to DU, the University of Denver. Congratulations to all of our high school seniors. I believe in this abbreviated season that we're going to be having come mid-April, we will be recognizing the seniors more officially at what is going to be the last meet of the season. And we'll have more information for you. I want to say April 16, but we'll get the dates for you and we'll do it right. And speaking of these meets and broadcasts, don't forget to subscribe on YouTube to the THS Athletics station. And then you'll get alerts for all of the Tam High sports that are being broadcast. In fact, if it's anything like last Friday, you're going to have to choose because we had baseball and swimming at the same time. And I'm sure that you found swimming to be the more entertaining of the two choices, right? Except for, of course, the moms working with me today who were probably at the baseball game instead last Friday. I mean, I know once you're a baseball mom, you're always a baseball mom. But believe me, when you spend 6, 7, 8 years standing on a pool deck, you find ways to make it exciting. Although it is diminishing returns, generally speaking, with swimming. You know, the meets get longer and your kid gets faster. So, you know, suddenly you're Justin Wong's parent and it takes him 21 seconds to get across the pool. It's very exciting, though. Swimming can be very exciting. Okay, that was 16, 17. We're nearing the final one. We're in the final 100 of this 500 freestyle. Just a correction, the 52.68 from Justin Wong was actually the fly, not the 100 free. It was the 100 fly. You'll never guess, but my dear friend and always swim team announcing partner, once your partner, always your partner, good old Vern corrected me by text. Vern, keep texting me. I miss you too. Our first place finisher with 5 minutes and 20 seconds in lane 1. Scheduled to be Cole Sanford, and now without the cap. One blonde, chlorinated, damaged haircut. Looks like the next, but I'm going to tell you that's Cole Sanford. Second place finish also for Tamalpais High School with a 5:41. Sean Bigelow. And Luther Fong in lane 7 with a 5:53.9. Our San Rafael High swimmers coming in now. Lanes 3 and 4. Not quite finished yet. Maybe another 50 to go. And there we go. Lane 4 finishes for San Rafael High. Lane 3, one more 50. San Rafael High swimmer is Finn in lane 4, who finished, and in lane 3, Nico. Again, a big thank you to all of our parent volunteers, specifically Masako Stewart, provided me with all of those graduating seniors' names and the colleges of their choice, or those who are yet to be undecided. Still want to recognize all of our high school seniors. And the final swimmer in the men's 500 free touches. Whew! Tough race. We have a replay for you coming up from the men's 500 free. I didn't hear anybody say whoosh. I've got the crew now. They're all doing the whoosh. You can't hear them, but I can. And there they go. I have to say, the 50 free tends to generate a little more water movement and excitement in a replay than the 500, but, you know, slow and steady wins the race. Things are going to get a little more active around here. We break for mid-meet relay now. So this is the women's freestyle relay. It's a 200, which means 8 laps. Each swimmer does 2. And they're off. For San Rafael High, swimming in lane 2, we have Paige, Maya, Liza, and Reet. And swimming in lane 3, Chicky, Emma Wetmore, Yasmin, and Amelie B. And then the third relay team in lane 4, Sarah W., Estelle, Ella, and Chicky. I may have said that one twice. For San Rafael High, I'm sorry, that was San Rafael High. For Tam High, the A team is in lane 5. We started with Izzy Olhorn Thornton, then Sophia Hamner. Chloe Firmage just dove in, making quite a wake, and then Alessia. And the B team, Erin Bigelow, Kitty Stauffer, Lily Pashman, and Sophia Harkins. That is lane 6. Looks like Lily Pashman's in the water now in lane 6. Sophia Harkins going to do the anchor leg in lane 5. The anchor just dove in. That's Alicia. And San Rafael High's A team right up. Close race coming in here between lanes 4 and 5. Oh. Whew. Okay. 147.2 for the Tam High A team coming in first. San Rafael High just misses at coming in a very, very admirable second place with a 147.6. And finishing in third place, the Tam High B team with a 151.9. The men's 200 medley relay coming up now.
Rotate fast. I want a 23. Below 23.
Okay, so and they're off for San Rafael High in lane 3. Nico, Andrew, Ruben, and Finn will be swimming the 4 legs. And then in lane 4, Diego, Derek, Santiago, and Sebastian. But take a look at Tam High in lane 5. They are going for a record. I think you have Max Frank, Jackson Stewart, Ty, and Luther Fong. We also have Sean, Lucien, Jackson, and Miles. And then there's a third team with Cole, Cameron C, Cameron J, and Jack Spence. Well, here goes Nikki Glenn, who was not listed, but I'm only going from my sheet. He is in lane 5 now. The school record is a 126.98, according to Coach Ken. And these boys needed to keep a 21 to 23 second pace, I think he told me. Dove in at like a 105. Lane 5 is the lane to watch here for the record. Tam's A team. Here he comes. Here he comes. So Mare was first. Here he comes. Oh, they got it. They got it. 126.55. How do you like that, Vern Glenn? I got a record. And your kid was swimming. That is a Tamalpais High School men's 200 freestyle record, relay record. And you saw it here on TAM TV. By the way, it's not too late to become a Tamalpais High School booster. It's never too late. You can donate at the boosters website, I'm sure. TamHighBoosters.com. I'm sure Jennifer would even take your donation on her cell phone. Jennifer McGee, by the way, wearing a new hat today, camera woman. We're having a lot of fun. That pool record's pretty exciting. And take a look at the time difference. The second place team came in 12 seconds later. Equally admirable. And Tam finished in third, too, 142. Any relay that finishes sub 2 minutes, which, oh, by the way, all 6 of them did, is pretty fantastic. And just like that, the relays are over. That relay, that event, and we move into backstroke. Women's backstroke. Event number 19. There's a Tam High swimmer that snuck into the lane at the top of the pool. Looks like lane 2. For San Rafael High, in lane 3 we have Nicole. In lane 4 we have Ellie. And then in lane 5 for Tam, Nina Lawson. Eleanor Octavio's in lane 6. Jessie Bukowski's in 7. And Sophia Harkins is in lane 8. Oh, Sophia Harkins is... Thank you. Sophia Harkins is not in lane 8, but it is Abby Mall swimming exhibition in lane 2. Let's see if she can do that. She can do freestyle as fast on her back as she does it on her front. Okay. Nina Lawson is the top seed here in this event. See what happens. Nina and Abby looking like a... Oh, Nina looks like she had one more gear. Just pulling out a little extra, putting on a little extra gas. Oh, let's see what the finish what happens. Oh, Abby Mall touches her out. A 106.79 in lane 1, in lane 2. And Nina has a 106.96 in lane 5. Hoo-wee! But Abby was exhibition, and Nina was in scoring position. So I think that means that the women who finished second, third, and fourth place will actually be the scorers this time. So that's 2 for Tam High in lanes 5 and 6, and the San Rafael High swimmer in lane 4, because Abby can't score. She swam exhibition. She already probably scored in the previous 2 events she swam, which I believe were the 50 and the 100 free. Okay, we have another heat of backstroke. Tam women. I mean, after backstroke, we go to breaststroke, and then the freestyle relay, which is the 400, which means it's 4 laps per swimmer, and then we're wrapping it up. In the water now is heat 2 of the women's 100 backstroke. In lane 4, Anna Harrell. In lane 5, Grace Whitty. Maddie Benarat's in lane 6, and Sophia Hatfield in lane 7. A lot of cheering going on at the end of the pool as we come into the final lap of this second heat of backstroke. Having a little bit of a race here between lanes 5 and 7. Anna Harrell, Sophia Hatfield. Oh, looks like we have a first place touch with lane 5, Anna Harrell. Second place, Sophia Hatfield. And then Grace Whitty and Maddie Benarat finishing it up. Nice race, everybody. And they're off. The men's 100 backstroke, Cooper from San Rafael High School swimming in lane 4. And Tam High fielding four swimmers. I have Nikki Glenn, Freddie Goldstein, and Tyler Kunkel listed. There is a swimmer in lane 8 as well. I believe that's Nikki Glenn in the lead in lane 5. He's underwater half the time, so I can't tell. No? Yes? So I don't think, oh, my apologies. I read you the 100 breasts. It's Mare Gatner, Avery Fishbach, and Jackson Stewart that were slated in scoring position for the 100 back. 100 breast will be coming up next. I just wanted to give you a little preview there. And the men's backstroke wrapping up. And that gave you a taste of what it's like if you didn't have to listen to me all the time, because every now and then, what do they call it in this Zoom world? A bio break. I had to have a bio break. I'm sure my family's rolling their eyes right now. This is an exciting event for the men and the women. We have some stars in this event. 100 breaststroke, event number 21. And again, a full slate of 8 swimmers strong. San Rafael High fielding their 4 swimmers in lane 1, Liza, Sarah P. is in lane 2, Paige is in lane 3, and Ella is in lane 4. For Tam High School, the nearly famous Izzy Olhorn Thornton leading the pack in lane 5. Chloe Firmage, only a sophomore, in lane 6. Nadine Roos in lane 7, and Lori Gonzalez Takun in lane 8. Izzy has been dominating this event all season long. According to Coach Candace, she is a tremendously hard worker. She swam a few weeks ago. The challenge, it's always a challenge for her. She wanted more of a challenge, so she asked to swim with the boys, and the Novato coach agreed. So in that meet, she swam against the boys and just barely missed a third place scoring finish. I think we're probably looking for a best time here. Judging by Coach Candace's yelling, here we go, lane 5. Oh, note the time. Oh, and of course the clock's not gonna, 1:14.79. I'm waiting for a reaction. Second place to San Rafael High, 1:16.22, and third place, 1:16.74. Sounds like possibly a best time for Chloe Firmage. Very fast.
I'm still trying to figure out what split I missed, because I had you guys averaging 22, 1:20, 1:35.
Izzy UT's best is a 1:10, so today not a best time day, but every swim is a great, exciting swim to watch. And believe me, for many breaststrokers, that time is a best time.
Oh, Avery, did I get the picture?
Great swims for all of those girls. We have a second heat coming up. This is going to be all Tam High swimmers, waiting for the lanes to empty out as the girls cross the pool. Pool is sort of half and half now, shade and sun. That can make it a little tough sometimes. I'm sure it doesn't make it easy on my camera woman either. She's a pro. And this is heat 2 of the women's 100 breaststroke, event number 21. In lane 3, Cece Mead for Tamalpais High School. In fact, they're all swimming for Tam High in this event. Abigail Marciniak's in lane 4. Maddie Olhorn Thornton, Izzy's twin sister, is in lane 5. Phoebe Greathouse in lane 6. And Ariana Chitsas is in lane 7. Not only are Izzy and Maddie UT twins, but they have a pair of twin siblings, younger. So the UT family has 4 kids, 2 sets of twins. I have my hands full with 2 kids. Whom I love very much, in case one of them might be listening at home. The other one swimming, standing on the pool deck, not listening, which is good. She can't hear me. I could say something about her, but I won't. Tam High swimmer in lane 5 finishes with a 1:20. That is Maddie UT. Learning a few pointers from her sister, I bet. Moving on to the men's 100 breaststroke. Also a lot of fast swimmers in this event for Tam. Okay. San Rafael High School, 4 swimmers. Diego in lane 1, Sebastian in lane 2, Derek in 3, and Finn O swimming in lane 4. For Tam High School, Nikki Glenn in lane 5 in the lead. Fred Goldstein off of his right hip in lane 6. Tyler Kunkel in lane 7. And another Tam swimmer, I'm pretty sure, in lane 8 with an unsanctioned black cap. Who's that man's coach? All right, lap 3, nearly complete. One more turn. It's quite a race. Nikki Glenn swims this race a lot. Shaving tenths of a second with every chance a swimmer gets. And here comes the touch. Lane 5, a 1:05.52. For Mr. Nikki Glenn, second place goes to the Tam also, 1:07.85, Freddie Goldstein. And third place to Tyler Kunkel, also from Tam High School, with a 1:10.87. And here comes the replay of that finish one more time for Nikki Glenn, first place. Very nice. Oh yes, and there's our whoosh. One more heat. I'm sensing one more heat of men's breaststroke. Five swimmers in the water for Tam High, starting with lane 4. I think that's Jackson Stewart in lane 6. We have Mason here in lane 8. Last name Buck in lane 7. Still a really warm evening here for 6 o'clock on a March night. I should be wearing a jacket. Everybody's got short sleeves on. It's unusual to be on the pool deck in Mill Valley with no jacket. We had a first place finish in lane 8. He looked like he was quite certainly on a pace to touch everybody out. That's 1:14.34. Second place at 1:15 over on the other end of the pool, and third place in lane 7. Nice swim, everybody. I believe that's our final event. Oh, we're gearing up for the relays right now, which will be our final event. So one heat of women's relay and one heat of men's relays. And it's a 400 relay, so every swimmer does 4 laps. So it's a little slower than the relays we've seen so far. Freestyle relays, but it's 4 by 100. Swimmers in the water. San Rafael High, swimming in lane 4, Nicole Yasmin, Emma Wetmore, and Amelie B. Good luck, girls. In the water for Tam High, 2 teams. The A team is in lane 5. Lily Pashman in the water now, followed by Nina Lawson. Again, this is 4 laps per swimmer. Nina Lawson comes up next, Abby Mall, and Alicia Root is the anchor. On the B team in lane 6 for Tam High, Kitty Stauffer starts it off. Sophia Harkins is next, Sophia Brooks, and Sophia Hamner. So we have 3 out of the 4 Sophias swimming in that second relay team. Maybe Kitty could change her name to Sophia for just today, and we could have a 4 Sophias race, which I believe they had earlier this season. These girls are still racing. This is the part of swimming that truly makes it a team sport. I mean, it's all a team sport because everybody's time contributes to the goal of winning a meet. However, when the swimmers get to collaborate in a race and do a relay, it is team building, camaraderie, and excitement. As we start to wrap up a meet here today, want to let you know about a scheduling change. The next meet for Tam High was scheduled to be on April 9 against Marin Catholic. That meet falls in the middle of spring break, and it has been rescheduled to Wednesday, April 14, which is a few days after the break. And then also that week on April 16, which is a Friday, there's going to be an inner squad meet, which is like a fun meet. You'll see some backwards swimming, some, I don't know, maybe t-shirt relay where the shirt gets passed between the swimmers. And then I believe we'll be honoring our seniors and generally having some good fun. Looks like we're coming in here close to the finish. This could be the last 50 of the final leg for at least lane 5, the A team for Tam High. San Rafael High, great to see them show up in force, drive down the freeway, coached again by Coach Doyle. Wonderful to be able to have competition. And the touch in lane 5, the Tam High A team wins that race in 4:03:22. It's pretty amazing. Second place goes to Tam High as well with a 4:12.73. San Rafael High swimmer in the water, doing a great job there for her relay team. And there's that touch for lane 4. And you can see the times there on the scoreboard. The men's 400 freestyle relay coming up. You can see them all gathering there behind the blocks. Looks like the TAM men have 3 teams with, I believe, Noah Erickson starting off the A team in lane 5. He will be followed by Luke, Tyler, and Fred. The B team in lane 6 for Tam High starts with Avery Fishbach, then Miles, Lucienne Roos, and Max Frank. And the C team starting with Tyler, then Cameron C, Sebastian V, and Stephen T. For San Rafael High in lane 4, Santiago, Andreas, Finn O, and Cooper representing for the Bulldogs. Once, long, long ago, I was a Bulldog. Again, 4 laps per swimmer here. Once again, we thank the San Rafael High School Bulldogs for joining us today here at the Tam High Swimming Pool for our second home meet. Tam High entered this meet at 4-0, both men's and women's teams. We will be postponing our April 9th meet until the 14th of April. We will be looking forward to having you on YouTube TV then. Again, a big thank you to Coach Ken Weber of the men's team, Coach Candace Murphy of the women's team, Coach Joe Doyle from San Rafael High. It is a great pleasure to see the kids back out doing things that we used to consider or maybe even take for granted, now feel like a big deal, really special to see these kids out here. I know they're smiling under their masks. For the crew here, we have Jennifer McGee, myself, Stephanie Plant, and Julie Mikado. We love having an all-female crew. And we are happy to be bringing you the swim meets, certainly TAM TV in general, bringing you as many sporting events as possible. We also have a student making his debut on our crew today, Zach Naderman. He is now directing. We welcome you, Zach. Hope to see you out here again. And just for the finish here, in lane 5 with a 337, the TAM A team. In lane 6, 337, folks, that is fast. In lane 6, TAM's B team with a 354, and TAM swept it. Third place also with 4 minutes, nearly flat in third place. Congratulations to all the swimmers, fast swims, great camera work. Really happy to have everybody out here. Again, I'm Stephanie Plant on behalf of Julie Mikado, Jennifer McGee, and Zach Naderman. We are delighted to be bringing you swim meets and as many sporting events as we possibly can. Remember, you can go ahead and subscribe to TAM TV on YouTube, and you can always donate to the TAM Boosters. We all are very grateful for everything that all the parents do, and thanks to everybody here at TAM High for making this possible. We'll see you on April 14th.